Art is an idea that has found its perfect form. There are too many possibilities. No matter how perfectly you do something, it can still be improved.
This is Paul Rand. He was a Jewish American designer who today is one of the most famous graphic designers in the world. He's well known for all sorts of stuff. Packaging design, marketing, poster design, but he's most well known for his corporate logo designs, a lot of which are still used today for companies that you'd know. Companies like UPS in 1961, ABC in 1967, and even Next, a company owned by Steve Jobs, and Yale University, both in 1985. His contribution to modern graphic design theory is widely considered to be critical to the development of graphic design itself, and in this video, I'm going to explain how and tell you a little bit about his life. Rand was born on August 15, 1914, in Brooklyn, New York, but originally his name actually wasn't Paul Rand. His original Jewish name was Peretz Rosenbaum. He grew up going to Manhattan's Heron High School, and he took night classes at the Pratt Institute of Design, and that was from 1929 till 1932. So Rand started designing at a pretty young age. He started out by painting signs for his dad's grocery store and making various designs for events that his school had. His dad didn't think design would be a good pathway that he could earn a living from, so he was discouraged from pursuing it, but Rand continued anyway. In 1934, he started as an illustrator for a company that provided stock images to newspapers called Metro Associated Services. Between work and the classes that he took, Rand built a large portfolio which was influenced by a German style of advertising called Sackplakat, which means ornamental poster. He was also influenced by the works of Gustav Jensen, who was a German industry designer. He also built a particular appreciation of Swiss design, which led him to influence much of what design is today, with his simple, modernistic approach. Now let's learn more about his name. How did he go from Peretz Rosenbaum to Paul Rand? According to PaulRand.com, while working as a freelancer for Glasspacker magazine, Rand changed from his Jewish name to his English one by shortening Peretz to Paul and got his new last name from an uncle. His reasoning was because, according to PaulRand.com, he figured that Paul Rand, 4 letters here, 4 letters there, would create a nice symbol, so he became Paul Rand. Rand was so passionate about his work, he even created his name so it would be a good brand name.
Without the aesthetic means that it's not done with love, but it's done for some ulterior motive. Because it sells, because it's popular, because it's crazy, all this stuff. Graphic design is one of those phrases that doesn't mean anything, because anything that's graphic is graphic. Painting, dancing, if you see it, writing, if you see it, it's graphic. The genre of art, of graphic design, of painting is art. That's the genre. It's all art.
Over the year, Rand worked for various magazines such as ones called Esquire and Direction, and eventually earned a full-time job. Over the year, Rand worked for various magazines such as ones called Esquire and Direction, and eventually earned a full-time job. He later became a design professor at the very school that he attended, and afterward began consulting for IBM and became a professor at Yale. He later went on to create the trademarks for brands that are well known today, like Cummins, Ford, and Westinghouse. In 1972, he was accepted into the Art Director Hall of Fame and received an honorary degree from Philadelphia College of Art. In 1972, he was accepted into the Art Director Hall of Fame and received an honorary degree from the Philadelphia College of Art. 1975 was the year that Rand created one of his most popular pieces of work, the IBM poster. With all of the work that Rand did, he not only added to corporate identities, but graphic design itself. He transformed the graphic design landscape by adding modernistic approaches that focused on simplicity. Today, Rand's work is still regularly referenced by designers worldwide.